Hey guys, Huzzy here bringing you another video. Welcome back to Climb to Master. Return 79 LP in Diamond 4. So we are climbing. Yesterday's stream I played 3 games and I did win all 3, which was really nice. I am going to ban something that a lot of people are going to go, Huzz, you say he's useless. And I don't think he's a good champion. But I'm going to ban it for the sole reason there was a dodge before this champion select. And on my team, the guy picked Garen and his name was 2-Trick Pony. And he's now not on my team. So the likelihood he's probably on the enemy team. So if he's a 2-Trick Pony, I may have just banned one of his champs. So that's why I did that. But yeah, hopefully we'll have a good game. A couple things. I am wearing the glasses. This is a new day from the last episodes you watched, but I'm just wearing them preemptively. My back and my head feels a bit better today. Still not perfect. I have booked myself into an osteopath next Tuesday to try and help. But just preemptively, like if I can reduce strain on my eyes and stuff like that, then I'm going to. So that's why I'm wearing the glasses. It's not to look cool. It's actually for a practical use. But yeah, I'm gonna guess it's the same player. I'm gonna guess. So we're against a Poppy. That's fine. I also am in the process of making a champion pool, like a proper champion pool this time. So far in mid lane, so this is my champion pool. It's only for 2 lanes so far. We probably will add more lanes as time goes on. But for mid lane, we've got Xerath, Malzahar, Vladimir, and Anivia. That's for mid. I think it's fairly solid. The only thing that I think I'm kind of missing is maybe an AD champion if my team randomly is full AP, which is unlikely, but maybe. And then for top lane, I've only got 2, and this is where like I need to get more top laners. I've only got Mundo and Yorick, and a patch just came out today, so that's dating when I'm recording this video. But Yorick just got nerfed on this patch. So, yeah. I don't know what I want to play, though. So, again, I am trying to figure out what I want to do. You know, Yorick and that probably can do okay versus Poppy, but I'm kind of thinking I'm going to go Gangplank. Gangplank is... He's a champion that obviously I like, and I'm not... I don't want to say known for, but, like... I like to think my Gangplank's good, but the problem is he's a type of champion that you need to play a lot of, otherwise you're going to struggle. And we're also going to try a different playstyle on him, because I never go Grasp the Undying. We're going to try it out. So yeah, Gangplank's the type of champ that you need to play a lot of to get consistent on, and I usually don't play a lot of the same champion. But if I am going to be, you know, going to a champion pool and reducing the champions I'm playing, then maybe Gangplank will be like a really good champ to play. Because my win rate on him, I will say, you'll see it in loading screen, I think is just dead 50%. I think it's about 20 games or something, and it's like 50% win rate, so... Yeah, anyway, without much further ado, let's get into it. We're playing Gangplank top. Alright, welcome to the loading screen. So I was right. So there is that guy, the 2-Trick Pony guy. So I was correct in thinking he was now on the enemy team, but he was given jungle, not top. So, yeah. Anyway, it looks to be like a Diamond 4 game, promo to Diamond 4. Everybody else is in Diamond 4. So that's a good side. And then there you go, it's actually more. So I've got 30 games on Gangplank with a 50% win rate. Slightly negative KD, higher assists, which I guess is kind of normal for Gangplank. But we do want that to be better. And then, yeah, we got a good amount of games. A lot of games. Not bad, not bad. All positive win rates. That's rare to see. And mine's a neutral win rate. Enemy team, all positive win rates apart from their Orianna with a negative. Our opponent is a Poppy that's played 4 games and has a bad KD. So hopefully we can make use of that. I do actually want to see what this guy, his name is 2-Trick Pony, and he actually isn't a 2-Trick. Oh, no, he is. Okay, so he's an Aurelion Soul and a Nivea player, so I'm guessing last game, because I didn't check what champs he plays, when he was given top lane, last champion select that dodged, obviously Garen being like the most basic champion in League, maybe that's why he was like, oh, I'm going to play Garen because I can't play my 2 champions because I'm not mid lane. And maybe that's also why he's playing Warwick in the jungle, because Warwick is also a basic jungler. So that's probably why. But yeah, hopefully this game will go well. Based on, like, you know, champion experience, win rates and stuff, we actually do have advantage, which is cool. I'm hoping top lane is going to go well. And I'm also, while we're in the game, I'm also running Grasp the Undying. I never run Grasp the Undying, like, pretty much ever. So this is also kind of a new thing to me, and I'm pretty much guaranteed that this is not aligned. So I'm just going to try and fix this. Apologies. Again, I could basically tell. Is it done? Nope, it's not aligned. Again, the problem, I will say, if you want to buy a 1440p monitor, I recommend it. For other games, it's brilliant. For League, not so much. Like, you know, all of this in, out, I'm basically trying to fix the alignment. And there we go, it's aligned. So the way that I tell if it's aligned is when I put my mouse over, say, that tower. Now in my recording, it's the same. When it's broken, it's like way out of alignment because the game thinks it's running in 1080p when in fact my monitor's 1440p. So it's just a bug. So, yeah. Right, so that dude's invading.
Minions have spawned.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna try... Oh. I was like, I need to try and... Oh my god. Oh my god! Just back off, my friend. I want to go use this gold, but I can't. Like, there are some situations that you can use the gold. I'm going to back early. 100%. Wow, what a start. Did I get first blood? Yes. Okay, we did see that that Poppy, based on her experience, wasn't very good. And the Warwick is a 2-trick, so his, his decision-making when he's not one of those 2 champions is probably going to be worse. And that is what you just saw there. That was just really bad decision-making by the enemy team. Good roam by Annie. You always have to question how in the hell did our Annie get in that situation before their Orianna. Their Orianna is closer to the situation. So that is just an Orianna that just didn't move in time. So, hell yeah. What a good start. Also, I've got to remember... I'm not running Klepto. Okay, so now the Orianna got there quicker. Yeah, I'm not running Klepto this game, so randomly attacking them isn't actually for much reason. Damn. It sounds bad, but, like, if I had this start, Klepto would have been, like, amazing. I see, it's in my head. I'm just going to auto-attack her and, like, Q her occasionally. To try and get a proc when I don't even have Kleptomancy now. Ugh. Also, it's Infernal Dragon first. And both junglers are solo dragon contenders. Shaco a little bit later, you could argue. But he can't do it as early as a Warwick could. But... Oh, there's a flash into tower. Oh! That auto attack! So Orianna just used flash and Annie lived. So that's a good thing. Yeah, no, you proc Grasp. I know that. Obviously. Like, I have played Grasp the Undying Gangplank before, but it's just not my preferred playstyle.
The sea has no memory, but
Again, when she doesn't have that shield, that's when you kind of go for a bigger attack. Thank you. Controlling your mana, obviously, is the important thing of this champ. Again, it's probably, like, again, well, I guess barrels are the hardest thing to actually effectively use. Because, like, it's one thing, like, just using your barrels in lane. What separates good Gangplank players, and I'd say mediocre Gangplank players, if you will, is the barrels in team fights. To actually effectively use those barrels is really hard. Because, like, you're in the middle of a team fight, people are trying to kill you, while you're trying to, fiddle around with just, like, barrels. That's not easy to, like, do effectively all the time. I'm gonna go get a Sheen. Like, I could actually get a Cull, by the way, but... Eh. Cull actually might have been a good idea, because do I think I'm gonna kill this Poppy? Maybe, but it's unlikely. Where Cull would have, like, helped me scale into mid-late game. And I've also given the tip before, if you are somebody that Cull is a good item for, and you're not a very good farmer person in League of Legends, I recommend buying Cull, because sometimes it makes you farm better. Because you actively have an item that is going to farm. Farm, you idiot. Farm. It's a good reminder occasionally. Nice kill. Nice. So she just come back to lane and we absolutely obliterate her. So maybe we will kill her, I don't know. If she stays, she's dead.
Dead will herald my return.
I don't. I guess this is the negative of being a 1-trick/2 trick. No, Warwick, don't even. That was inting. That was inting. Like, I'm sorry. That was just Warwick straight up inting. Like, he can't. Like, oh my god. What can you do? Ignore the pings and not in. Oh. Yeah, Grasp seems quite good. Now, we had a good start to this game by that level 1, so this game was being a bit unfair to this Poppy from the get-go. You can tell she's not great on Poppy anyway, so I think our lane phase would have been fine without the level 1, but... Because also, if you guys know my Poppy's quite good. How you beat Gangplank, which we've done several times on video, like, she should not have Grobs. She should have Summon Airy, because Poppy out-damages Gangplank in the early game. I'm buying a Cull, which might be a mistake, and I'm also buying this instead because it gives me cooldown reduction. But yeah. So, again, if we just kind of summarize, Warwick just inted 100%. If you... Wait, what? Good. If you... or a jungler and your laners are spam pinging you to gank and it's not a good time, you don't do the gank. You just say no, or you just mute them if they're being annoying and move on. You know, you don't int the lane. Oops. You can definitely tell my Gangplank is a bit rusty because... that if people were with the channel when I was playing Gangplank a lot, like a couple years ago... oh, I basically never missed easy stuff like that. This is a pretty... oh, shit. Unless it's warded. I was like, this is a pretty easy bait, but it looks like it might have been warded. Because why else would have she just legged it? People are saying about Tobias, the one thing I'll say about, you know, he's a great Gangplank. You can't really compare mid Gangplank to top Gangplank, and he practically only plays mid Gangplank. I never play mid Gangplank, so it's not really a comparison that you can actually make. Gangplank has different styles in the different roles. That was a mistake. I might be able to kill her, but... oh, Annie's here. What? What was that flash play? That was a weird flash play, I'm gonna be honest. Also, Annie got buffed on this patch, which I actually think is a pretty decent buff for her. She had, her auto attack range has gone up. Because I think that's actually something that used to be higher anyway, and it got nerfed a while back. And now they've buffed it again. Also, I have no idea why we've got AP Shaco. Yeah. Also, Annie says, are you really... you're a scumbag. Oh, they're doing Infernal. That sucks for us. I don't really feel like, again, I feel sorry earlier for the Poppy because of the Warwick just ran into the lane. I Q'd auto-attacked him, he died, but she's not helping herself. She's 0-4. Like, you know, that's not all Warwick's fault. So she is doing it to herself. Ah, minion block. Wait, he's not going for me? Oh, okay. I was like preparing to flash. What do you think about Lucian top lane? That's just a troll pick. Yeah, so she is really angry at him, but again, you're not half CS because of the Warwick. Let's be honest. Damn, I got Triforce already. So yeah, my bot lane, they're doing okay with farm. Like, they're like nearly 40 ahead, but they are 40 ahead. They just like died though? I don't know. If he's doing Rift Herald, we did lose the Infernal, which sucks, but... Again, some people are saying, like, oh, what about Huni? Please don't compare solo queue to LCS. Huni obviously is a unique individual anyway in LCS, that he picked something like that, but you can't compare the two anyway. It's a very basic thing that, like, newer players do all the time, is they kind of look at a pro on the pro scene and kind of go, I can do that! I've said it before. You can't compare them because when they are picking something for a specific situation, they are preparing for that pick. They know the Lucian pick is coming. Like, they are preparing for it. They've probably played games with it. They've scrimmed with it. Your teammates haven't, you know. They're building a comp around the Lucian top, knowing they've got a Lucian top. Your solo queue team members aren't doing that. You're not doing that. And someone's saying he plays it in solo queue. Yeah, to probably practice for pro play. You're not going to be practicing purely for pro play. Damn, they died before my ult hit. I get one assist. So this lane has turned into a pretty easy win for me.
An enemy has been slain. Shut down.
Ah, balls.
Your team has destroyed.
So yeah, based on the rune, this is my first time running Grasp the Undying in any recent time. Oh. I like it a lot. Like, again, you could say this game is a bit of a weird one, and yeah, I'm not going to use this as like the perfect example of going Grasp is the better thing to run, because I'm against a Poppy that doesn't seem very good at Poppy. I'm against a Warwick 2-trick guy that doesn't know what he's doing. So it's a weirder game. But I like the combo, because it's not even like Gangplank's problem is he sucks a lot of the time in lane phase. I think what this does is helps his lane phase more than it potentially helps his lane phase more than Kleptomancy. The reason for it is because the sustain. So as a Gangplank, you can get bullied out, but one, you've got Grasp the Undying, which obviously helps to sustain anyway. And secondly, what are they doing? So one, you got Grasp the Undying for sustain, and secondly, not just that, I've got Inspiration second in my runes, and I'm running what's it called? The one Warp Tonic. So you start Corrupting Potion, not a Sapphire Crystal in this build. And the sustain that you even get with your Corrupting Potion is crazy. So, yeah. I think it's pretty legit. Wow, we are just absolutely... This is just a crazy game. Like a good... as in good. Again, we do my rule if it's 20 minutes... or earlier, or in general, again, I try to make that rule true every single time. Sometimes I can't if I'm pushed for time. But if a game ends before 20 minutes, I try to include a second episode in the original episode. I think we've only been unable to do that once, and that was because of the holiday. I'm going back. So yeah, I have no idea what is with this build. Yeah, no, again, the Poppy, stop. If you truly know, like, if I know the Warwick hinted that one time, again, I'm only going to say he hinted once because that's all I've seen. Don't be the guy that is constantly typing in all chat because you're not helping the situation. Like, a lot of the time, a lot of people don't realize, if you be negative in all chat, that is also kind of report worthy in itself. Because so many people in League, and again, when we talked about the toxicity issue recently, was like, oh, that group of people should be punished and that one shouldn't be. And my theory is like, why can't just all of them be punished? Like, you know, why does the inter, like, so many toxic people just say, oh, only inters should be punished. It's like, well, that's not the way that life works. Inters can be punished and toxic people can be punished. Both can be punished. Like, you don't have to choose. So don't turn into like one of the crazy negative people in all chat when you have somebody like an inter on your team, because then you're also putting yourself in the... I also didn't buy an upgrade. You're also putting yourself in the firing line to be reported. Don't do it. But yeah, I'm an idiot because I was paying attention too much to commentary. I could have bought an upgrade, so my bad. I do that often when I don't play Gangplank. It's the type of thing that you just don't really think about, because he's the only champion that has that mechanic. People saying what they're saying is that inters should be punished harder than toxic people, which again, I disagree with. Again, one of my points that I guess a lot of toxic people don't is whenever you do have a toxic person in your team, the likelihood of losing that game is pretty damn high. I'd say you lose most games you have toxic people in your team anyway, which is basically the same as having an inter. So I don't see them as different, and I know a lot of people are going to get triggered by that, but it's level to me. If someone's crazy toxic, I put them level as an inter or whatever, or as an AFKer. I put them on the same level, 100%. And that's just me. Everyone's different. Because again, muting isn't an answer to it. It's just a temporary solution. So I don't... The argument that, yo, you can just mute, it's a relatively childish approach to the situation. So that's not really an answer to it. Oops. Alright, so Poppy's given up laning against me, I guess. And also, hey, we completed Cull. Nice. So this has been a pretty legit Gangplank game for me.
The sea has no memory, but
Yeah, like, again, people say in Twitch chat, yeah, I mute toxic people, but it isn't, as I said, it's not a solution to the problem. Like, those people are still going to be, like, negative in the game and cause people to quit the game of League. A hell of a lot of people quit the game because of toxic people. In all the, like, conversations we've had about it recently... Actually, yeah, I'm not, like, thinking it through... We've had a lot of conversations about it recently, you know, in the permaban discussion, in the recent toxic discussion, and some of those I asked, you know, if you quit, why? I haven't had, I don't think, one comment of someone saying they quit because of inters and stuff. I've had people say they were quitting because of the toxic community. So, Are they in? We need to get towers if you want to, like, force something. Wow. That's one way of doing it. You can be an inter and toxic. Oh, yeah, most of them are. Again, that's another thing people don't realize. A lot of the time, the toxic individuals, even without realizing it, they are doing other things that are punishable in that areas too. So yeah, no, very often they are multiple things. It is rare that a toxic individual in chat is just toxic in chat. That is actually kind of rare. Like, maybe they don't do it every game, but they'll have occasional games where they buy 6 tiers and give up, or they AFK, or yeah, like, it's very common.
hate is a child's word.
And yeah, like, what Simon said in chat, he said, honestly, I lose more games to people being toxic and getting tilted by someone else in game vastly more than I do to an actual inter. That is true. The amount of times that people think that someone's inting and they're not, it's just having a really bad game, is also mind-boggling. Mind-boggling? Sure. Because yeah, majority of the time, they're just having a terrible game. Especially if you're a lower ranked player, you're going to have people who have bad games. Hell, in my episodes, you guys have seen, in Diamond, we have people that are playing terrible. So if you're in the bronzes, the whatevers, expect people to not have great games fairly often. So yeah, actual inters are quite rare. Like, when we're talking about inters, we're not talking about the guy that has just gone like 0-4 in his lane, like this Poppy. She hasn't inted this game. She has not purposely walked in, but she's 1-7. A lot of people would actually think, oh god, she's inting. She's not. She's had a terrible game. So that isn't report worthy. What the Warwick did, he did it once, walk into me when he was on 0 health. That is inting. So actual inting is a lot different. Oh, I might have died. No, I was too focused on commentary. It was still worth, but I didn't want to die. Because, yeah, like, if you actually weighed up of how many actual inters there was, there's very few actual inters in the game of League. Like, really. They're rare. I will say the reason why, because some people might even be curious, why is there a lot of conversation about the toxicity in League nowadays? It is actually kind of prevalent just in the community in general at the moment. And also in the Riot, you know, if you guys have been keeping up with the Riot community and like what's happening in Riot at the moment, it seems that Riot in itself has a very toxic work environment. So, yeah. Which isn't good. When was the last time I actually had a run it down inter? I don't remember. That's the point. If it was often, you'd remember. I don't. Does she have flash? Yeah, she does. Go. I think Annie could have gone earlier. I still don't get the AP Shaco pick at all. What's it supposed to do? Like, I know... Whoa. I know in top lane it's only supposed to be, like, for split pushing and stuff, but for jungle... I don't get it. We need Annie to pull the trigger, man. So I'll pull the trigger, and she can go off what I'm doing. There you go. That worked. Okay, not exactly what I wanted to happen, but it worked. So it just seems the top lane and the jungler are just arguing constantly. But the only one that I will say that we saw clear inting from was the Warwick. It was only once, but still. There we go. That was actually a really nice game of League. We actually finished on dead 200 farm. Let's get one more kill. Oh, I can't. Yes, I can. I believe. I did it. Wait, I can get another one. I want to end. There we go. They've surrendered. There we go. Honestly, a really nice episode. I don't know what time the game finished. So we'll actually have a look at that. But yeah, that was just a nice Gangplank episode. Again, like I said at the beginning of the episode, if memory serves correct, I am at the moment like kind of deciding my final champion pool to kind of push for a big climb. I'm going to give it to the Annie. And Gangplank was on the fence for me because, like, again, I played 30 games of him. I've got a 50% win rate. But, like, when I have a good game of Gangplank, I do have a really good game of Gangplank. And maybe I should run Grassy Undying a lot more and just see. So, yeah. All right, we go 10-1-6. We're on 97 LP, unfortunately. We get an S, solid S, and then damage done, doing the most damage in the game by quite a bit. And obviously, holy moly, the Warwick does the least. But yeah, that's going to be it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, throw a like on the video. Let me know, if you've got any ideas. Obviously, I'll have the final say in it. But let me know, what champions do you think should make the final champion pool? I'm probably going to be building it, like, for every role, just in case. Because I think you should. If you're building a good champion pool, you should have ideas of what to play in every game, or every episode. Every role, there we go. So the champion pool will cover every role, but it'll probably be like 4 champions in mid and top respectively, so 4 in each. Maybe 3 junglers, and then 2 AD carries, 2 supports. I think that's a fairly well-rounded champ pool. But anyway, that's going to be it. Like, subscribe. See you guys next time.